What would happen if someone gains memories that don't belong to them? I would love to find out what they become. Where am I? G4 suburbs. How did I end up here? I have no clue. Oh my god. Behind me, I heard the stomping of something approaching at an accelerating tempo. Cautiously, I looked back. Oh my god. Madam, if this perverted man has caused you any trouble, I could call the police and have him arrested right away. It is a shame, Vincent. It appears our guest has lost all her memories. Did I have anything on me when I arrived here? Speaking of that, we did find this in your pocket. He handed me a business card. Myers Corporation. This company was forced to declare bankruptcy due to a horrific accident that took place 5 years ago. The G4 cyborg incident. What exactly do I have to do with Myers Corporation? There's only one place I should go to find out. Is this some kind of iris scanner? I placed my face right in front of it. Sure enough, looks like I have to find another way to circumvent it. Well, it looks like I don't have a choice now. Oh my god. Back up, bro. Back up. You're getting way too close. First thing that caught my eyes as I entered Myers Corporation through the secret entrance was a dark and narrow passage. I couldn't see the end of the passage. The only thing that allowed me to make out the outline of the surroundings was the small amount of sunlight coming in from outside. What's waiting for me at the other end of the passage? I don't know. At that moment, I didn't feel fear. Only doubt filled my heart. My mind kept going back to the secret chamber I saw when I took off the eyeball, and the cyborg that kept approaching me. What on earth was that? Was it an illusion? Or was it just my imagination? And yet, everything seemed so real. At that moment, it was as if I was really in that secret chamber. The repression, fear, and despair I felt. That kind of intense feeling that I couldn't find words to describe. There are many ways to explain what I saw. Waking up to find yourself in a mysterious mansion, having lost all your memories, and the first thing to greet you is a broken cyborg. No matter who you are, you'd start making some strange assumptions. This must be the result of being overstressed, I said to myself. But deep in my mind, there seemed to have another voice whispering to me. Everything you saw really did happen. Enter the Myers lobby. A puddle of blood. To be honest, this is not what I wanted to see, but I'm starting to get used to it. From the shape of the blood spatter, it looks like a body was being dragged deeper into the tunnel after someone was killed. I squatted down and carefully dipped my fingertips. Why would you do that? That is gross. Don't do that. No hallucinations. Nothing happened this time. I rubbed my fingertips with my thumb. This puddle of blood is not completely dried up. In other words, I may not be the only uninvited guest here. I need to be careful. You're cordially invited... something. Bottom half of the invitation has been burned, so I can't see what came after. But on the invitation, someone has written a small paragraph. Do you like parties? Enjoying good food and drink? Strengthening relationships? The fact that there is a party proves that it is a day to be celebrated. But unfortunately, happiness and disaster are not absolute. They are interdependent and can be transformed into each other. And what looks like a charming backyard hidden beneath the lawn could be ugly, wriggling insects. And what may seem like a good time to you may be a shadow that lingers for the rest of his life. Don't know what that means, but let's just press on forward! The day the nightmare began. Oh great, this should be the end of the employee passageway. To be honest, not as long as I thought it would be. But before that, I looked around and took a deep breath. Oh my god. Anybody here? I called out into the passage. Oh, for a moment I thought I heard a low, vague reply. But it was just a distorted echo of my own voice. Strangely enough, the figure I had just seen is now inexplicably gone. And there is even a trickier problem at hand. If I want to access the lobby, I'll need to enter a 4-digit code. Well, in this case, I started thinking, oh god. I'm not gonna have any light. Just then a screeching noise came from behind me and interrupted my thoughts. What was that noise? I don't want to look. Let's just pretend we know the code. I don't want to turn around. Hello? Oh no! What is that? Is this some kind of toy? I don't quite understand, but it looks like an arm with arms. But more importantly, I'm pretty sure this thing wasn't here before. The strange noise from earlier could have been the sound of it falling. Who's following me here? And what do they want? Blood-stained arm with arms. It looks like some sort of toy. Maybe I should pick it up and take a closer look. Oh no, I'm dying again. Is this another, like, memory or hallucination? Myers Corporation, that's the goal of everyone at G4. Place to make dreams come true and parents proud. At least, that's what I thought. I will never forget the day I came to Myers. My excitement and exhilaration inevitably mixed up with nervousness. Because to me, it was the reward of my years of dedication and hard work. I think every single elite in Myers can relate to that. But who would have thought that behind this company, that so many G4 residents long for, there was only filth, sin, and blood that would never dry up? Who am I? I am no longer human. At this time, I can't even remember my own name. Every day now, I can only wander aimlessly around Myers. What am I struggling to find? I don't know. I don't know. I only wish someone could put me out of my misery. Oh no. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's game. What is this? Where have I arrived at? John? John? Am I John? John? Okay. John, calm down. It's just a job. I just need to smile and politely introduce myself to everyone. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Nice to meet you. My name is John. Wouldn't this seem a bit too emotional? Start over. Nice to meet... Oh, are you John, the new guy? Well, look who it is. Welcome to Myers. In case you don't know, I'm the Chief Investment Officer, Victor Blake. Nice to meet you, Mr. Blake. No need to be so formal. Just call me Victor. Looks like you've done all the paperwork to get started. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know where your desk is. Yes, I've done it all. Very good. Have you finished the online courses for the G4 district as well? Online courses? Could it be that this is your first job? Yes. Actually, I have just graduated from college. Oh, is that so? Your parents must be very proud of you being able to work in Myers right out of college. But even so, you have to complete the G4 online course. It is mandatory for every employee on the job. Don't worry, it's just trying to teach you etiquette and how to behave properly. You know, don't get physical with your coworkers and things like that. Let me tell you, I've never really paid attention to their lectures either. That's not good. Like, I mean, I think it's kind of common sense to not get, you know, physical like that, but still. Oh, really? That's not good to hear, Director Blake. In fact, I believe you're the one who needs these courses the most in the company, Mr. Director. Need I remind you of your great feat last night when you vomited all over the floor in the lavatory of my residence. I must say your etiquette and behavior are quite impressive, Mr. Blake. Oh, my dear Vincent, what brings you to the investment department? I just happened to be passing by. It seems that Mr. Myers wants to discuss some important matters with me. So, who is this? Myers' newest employee, John. As of today, John is a member of the investment department. Hello, John is it? Nice to meet you. I am Vincent Edgeworth. You have my sympathies for being assigned to this man's apartment. If he ever treats you badly, you are welcome to transfer to the legal department anytime. We are located on the other side of the company. Okay, understood. Oh, congratulations on your success in helping Myers out, Vincent. Victor, that was already 2 months ago. So, you're the famous lawyer who defended Myers in the G4 cyborg incident. Okay, interesting. So he was the lawyer. Okay. I heard your performance in the courtroom was incredible. I'm very flattered, John. It was indeed me who defended Myers, but I wouldn't consider myself famous. Vincent has had his hands full with this for a while. Good thing he can finally relax now. Aren't you saying that too soon, Victor? Anyways, I must get going. I can't keep Mr. Myers waiting. It was my pleasure to meet you, John. Welcome to Myers. You're lucky to meet Vincent on your first day. Even I don't see him very often at work. That guy's attitude towards others has improved a lot since college, but he hasn't changed a bit towards me. Since college, were you and Mr. Edwards college classmates? Not only that, we were also roommates. Although he seems very gentle now, he is quite aloof to everyone back then. His pretty face may have won the hearts of many girls, but his cold and arrogant attitude did offend many classmates as well. However, what does remain unchanged is his perseverance and determination. What Vincent was in college, he had only one goal, and that was to get his dream job at Myers. Then, he was just as busy as he is now, always working late into the night to achieve his goals. But as you can see, hard work does pay off. He is now the Chief Legal Officer at Myers. John, I think it's time to give you some personal space to finish those tedious courses. If you have any questions about the company, please come by my desk. I hope you enjoy your time at Myers, and I'll see you later. Mr. Blake feels like a very easygoing boss. But what's his mechanical prosthetic all about? What has he been through? And Mr. Edgeworth too. What Mr. Blake said made me want to know more about him as well. Anyways, this is not time to think about that. Time to get back on the grind. Speaking of which, I haven't even checked out my desk. It's time to see what's around here. Computer, I need to use to finish my work. Oh, what's this? Looks like the last employee sitting here forgot to quit his group chat account.
Hey, have you heard? Winston Loomis was the one behind the G4 cyborg incident. He got a life sentence.
Winston? You mean the one who always wears shades, doesn't say a word, and has a bit of a hunchback? That's so unexpected. It's true that he doesn't really have any friends, but he doesn't seem like a bad person either.
I disagree. This guy has always seemed kind of suspicious. I feel uncomfortable every time I see him.
Is Winston really the mastermind of G4 cyborg incident? Something doesn't add up.
Huh? What do you mean?
How should I put this? This guy doesn't really seem like the type that would drag that many people into the basement to experiment on them.
Maybe he had helpers, who knows?
That's not what I'm saying. You see, this guy doesn't speak much and hardly has any friends at Myers. In that case, wouldn't he be the best person to pin everything on?
Hey, what the hell are you thinking? You'll be targeted by the company for saying that.
This is just a random thought.
Anyways, let's change the subject to something more uplifting. Heard that if everything goes well, the company will host a party after all of this.
I'm sure we'll go well. After all, we have Vincent.
Speaking of that, I did hear that Myers is having a party in a few days. But this is strange. If the employee sitting here is just on vacation, why would the company let me take over his desk? A little post-it note. There are 2 pieces of candy next to it. To John, welcome to Myers Corporation. To celebrate your joining, we have a special gift for you. This is the figurine of Myers Corporation's mascot, Meyer-chan. Very lovely, isn't it? Anyways, we hope you'll enjoy your time at Myers Corporation. Myers Investment Department 2081.4. Is that the code I'm supposed to remember? Birthday and a something. Alright, the mascot of Myers Corporation, Meyer-chan. While many people are not fond of its look, it is rumored that Mr. Myers designed it himself, so no one dares to say anything. Oh no, I'm dying again. I'm dying as John now. What was that? Just as before, I seem to be seeing memories from the past that do not belong to me. What on earth is going on here? What was the code? Like 2081? Wait, am I going the right way? I was going the wrong way. The door will unlock automatically after entering the correct answer. So 2081. Nope. Oh, I wish I could tell you what it was, but I was gonna put 0423 and it was not it. It was 04 something 0. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm happy I did it because I would have got it wrong either way. It worked. Oh my god! Don't whisper in my ear. Don't do that. Stop whispering in my ears. I feel it in my spine right now. Hey, did you see Victor's face today? I did. It was really scary. What happened? Why is he being so strange today? Don't you know, Vincent was in a very serious car accident last night on his way to the party. He is still in critical condition. I swear to God if these people don't shut up. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, John, is it? Hello. Please excuse my surprise visit. I just wanted to come by and say hi. Are you free after work today? Would you mind coming to the basement with me for a short conversation? And you are? Oh, this old brain of mine. How could I forget to introduce myself? Nice to meet you, my friend. You can call me Monsieur M. Successfully entered the Myers lobby. Lady Monique. Hey, that sounds nice. Ooh, I like that. That sounds nice. Lady Monique, with all due respect, napping here is not the most sensible choice. I got the blurry. What happened? Good evening, my dear Monique. That's why. You probably scared me to death. There's an incredible chance of fate for us to meet each other in such a desolate place, don't you think? What appeared in front of me was a dark-haired young man who was dressed formally and elegantly. Is this the butler? He looked very similar to Vincent in appearance, but much younger. Would you mind telling me who you are? It seems inevitable, doesn't it? Only in youth does coincidence seem the same as fate. Later we know that the real course of our lives is decided within us. You don't look so old yourself. I am Mr. Edgeworth's butler. You can call me Draco. Draco. Vincent's butler, so you're the one who saved me. You were also the one I saw earlier in the passageway, weren't you? What are you doing in Myers? It does not matter. What matters is what you're looking for, isn't it? What am I looking for? The truth. You're searching for the truth. Mr. Edgeworth's past, Mr. Blake's incident, and the secret of Myers. You are curious about all of this. But, Lady Monique, have you ever heard of such a phrase, curiosity about bad things as a curseable disease that arises from impure thoughts? No, I've never heard that. I've never heard that at all. Draco, what exactly do you know? I'm just a butler with little knowledge. I don't know much about the past of the Myers Corporation. The truth is, I just can't bear to see such a lovely lady perish in this abandoned facility. Of course, I have my own reason to be here, but at the same time, I want to stop your impulsiveness. It is best you go back the way you came, Lady Monique. You don't belong here, and you don't deserve to be here. Thank you for your kindness, Draco, but I've made my decision about it. You're right, I'm indeed curious about Myers Corporation, but what I care more about is finding my lost self. My name, my home, and my family. I want to get it all back. I don't know why you're here, but I hope you can find what you're looking for as well. Now if you excuse me. How stupid. Anyone who studies the history of human catastrophes can be sure that ignorance is the main source of human adversities. Your seemingly commendable courage is nothing more than ignorance wrapped up in a petty package. You have absolutely no clue what you are about to face. Do you really believe that you can face up to all the dangers that are coming your way? Do you really believe that you can accept the truth that will be revealed? Are your memories really more precious than your life? Please forgive me for my bluntness, Lady Monique, but you will soon be embraced by death even before the truth befalls. Maybe Victor was right. Losing my memories could be a second chance. What was I like before? Who knows? Maybe the loss of memory was intentional on my part. Maybe everything right now is what I long for. But I'm sorry, Draco. I don't care much about that. The old me can make her own decisions, but the new me, and then only the new me, makes all the decisions now. And what I do know is I don't feel complete without my memories right now. I will not give up until I find out the truth. Lady Monique, you are so determined it seems that there is nothing I can do about it. If that's the case, why don't we play a little game? You came to Myers to investigate his past and your connection with it, didn't you? Then show me what you have learned. If you can answer my questions correctly, then I will allow you to continue your investigation here. However, if you fail, you will crash my computer. Then I will end your life here with my own hands. Okay, that's worse. That's a lot worse. Oh god. You will be able to give 2 incorrect answers to all of Draco's questions. Answering incorrectly more than twice or exceeding the time limit will immediately lead to death. Saving would be a great idea now. Question 1. In the world of peace, there is nothing to be desired but the most admirable works. In the world of peace, there is nothing to be respected but the creative tools of innovation. In order to break the shackles of tradition and develop science needs creation and imagination. As a superior monopoly in the G4 district, Myers Corporation is no exception to this. Human beings stand out among all species because they are endowed with the ability to create and innovate. But for Mr. Myers, the application of such ability goes far beyond making tools. It has a more important role to play. If things are used for their strengths, then there will be no talent that is abandoned. If things are used for their weaknesses, then there will be no one that is satisfied. Therefore, Mr. Myers has set a slogan for the company since its inception. Myers Corporation, the place where dreams come true, the place where you make the rules. Oh my god, I don't know. This one. Damn it. Oh god. Design, create, enhance. Okay, thank god. For Mr. Myers, humanity has lasted because it was endowed with the ability to innovate, and the application of such ability should be used not only in tool making, but also in amplification of mankind's advantages. Compared with ordinary people, the modified Myers employees exemplify their working abilities. Therefore, Myers Corporation focuses on designing, crafting, and enhancing human strengths. Oh god, how many do I have to get right? I didn't pay attention. They probably said I didn't pay attention. Rivers and mountains can only nourish a limited amount of soil, but the number of mediocre souls is infinite. The sinful souls do not deserve to be judged and can only be redeemed by repaying their bodies to the world that has allowed it to take so much. The above excerpt is for a gospel discovered by the police during the investigation of Myers Corporation. The gospel is considered to be the embodiment of the ideas and concepts of the mastermind of the G4 cyborg incident. The so-called mastermind was sentenced to life in prison, yet Myers Corporation itself was never charged. Nonetheless, a series of mysterious murders took place afterwards, led to the belief that there was more to it than met the eye. On July 20th, 2081, several small explosions occurred near the G4 central prison area, destroying part of the prison walls. Since then, the whereabouts of this former researcher from Myers, who is also known as the mastermind of this G4 cyborg incident, has been unknown. So which of the following is the infamous Mr. Winston Loomis? I know he had glasses. I think it was this dude. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Awesome. Because of his shyness and lack of friends, Winston Loomis was chosen by Myers as a scapegoat for the G4 cyborg incident. He was described in the group chat as the guy who always wears shades, doesn't say a word, and has a bit of a hunchback. The former employee who used John's desk also pointed out that he doesn't seem like the type that could drag that many people into the basement to experiment on them. Oh my god. Innovation is not enough for a giant enterprise like Myers to succeed. It also needs to make proper use of resources. Humans do not create the earth, so the earth itself is not human property. Humans' property is through recreation, and every private owner owes rent to society for his possessions. For most people, the nightmare of the G4 cyborg incident began in that week in 2080. Many ordinary citizens disappeared without a sign. They were all last seen near the G4 district. However, what's really strange is, according to the investigation of the G4 police, these ordinary citizens were not the cyborgs made in the basement. If that is the case, where did the material of Myers cyborgs come from? Oh my god, I don't know. Employees? Okay, god. By removing the cyborg's eyeball, Monique successfully entered the secret employee passageway of Myers Corporation. The memory of the former Myers employee, John, also seemed to suggest that the previous employee sitting at John's desk, as well as John himself, was tragically killed because of the many classified experiments that Myers has been conducting for a long time. Many of his employees have little contact with their families. As a result, no one would have been aware of their disappearance. Oh my god. There's more. Scientists don't rely on the ideas of individuals, but on the combined wisdom of thousands of people. Only when everyone thinks about a problem and everyone does part of the work will it be added to the great edifice of knowledge that is being built. Similarly, in order to work more effectively, Myers Corporation is divided into many departments, large and small. In addition, each elite is assigned to their own dedicated department. This included outstanding graduates, Mr. Blake and Mr. Edgeworth. There are no smooth paths in science. Only those who climb the steep hills without fear of hardship can hope to reach the summit of glory. So may I ask, which two departments Mr. Blake and Mr. Edgeworth, as former employees of Myers, come from? The investment and legal, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We know from John's past memories that Victor is John's boss and also chief investment officer at Myers Corporation. And Vincent's encounter with John revealed that he was the lawyer in charge of exonerating Myers from the G4 cyborg incident and implied that he came from the legal department on the other side of the company. Safe. Oh, and I still had one chance to spare. Well done, Lady Monique. You did not disappoint me. Draco, I've answered all your questions. It's time to live up to promise and let me go. As you wish. In fact, I had no intention of hurting you to begin with. Yeah, I'm sure of that. What about your threat of ending your life here with my own hands? I just thought it would make the game more interesting that way, that's all. These guys are each weirder than the next. But Mr. Butler, I do have some questions for you as well. I'm just a butler with little knowledge. I don't know much about the past of Myers Corporation. If I remember correctly, you said that, didn't you? Indeed I did. Are there any problems? You have proved that this is a big lie. What are you hiding? And why on earth are you here? I'm not letting you step out of here until I get answers. You just can't win with this lady, but it won't hurt to tell you. The truth is, Mr. Edgeworth had a lot of hassles with the Myers Corporation. Do you mean the car accident? Lady Monique, you are very clever. I think you've already guessed. The car accident was not actually an accident. It was carefully planned by Myers Corporation. That explains Vincent's gloomy face when he heard about the G4 cyborg incident. It also sounds completely in line with Myers' style. But why did Myers try to kill Vincent? I don't understand. What did Vincent do? Didn't he get Myers Corporation off the hook for the G4 cyborg incident? The reason is simply because he knew the truth about the G4 cyborg incident. Although Mr. Edgeworth was a lawyer at Myers Corporation, to the core members, he was just a pawn and another outsider. When the pawns have outlived their usefulness, they are discarded. And the fastest and most effective way to deal with unnecessary outsiders who know something they shouldn't is to make them disappear from the world. Therefore, the company took the opportunity to hold a party to kill my master with a premeditated car accident. However, they never expected that Mr. Edgeworth would survive. Although the company failed in their plan, they did not stop there. Since then, Mr. Edgeworth has received constant threats and harassment from Myers Corporation. Harassment even after the bankruptcy. Yes, there are signs that Myers Corporation has become a secret underground organization after the G4 cyborg incident. But to me, that doesn't make much difference. The old Myers Corporation was just a terrorist organization hiding under the banner of scientific research. So what you're saying is, though still using the abandoned site of Myers Corporation, is Myers itself. That is why I'm here. That is the answer I'm searching for. Wait a minute. If Vincent's car accident was the work of Myers, how do you explain the death of all the core members? Someone else must have been responsible for that, but I don't know who. So basically, after Myers attempted to murder Vincent, there was a different perpetrator who assassinated all the core members of the Myers Corporation. So, one last question. Do you know how I am involved with all of this? At that moment, Draco's smile disappeared. Sorry, Monique. I don't know. For some reason, his tone is much heavier than before. And then suddenly, drop of formality also left me lost for words. That's what you're here for, isn't it? I'm sure you'll find the answer. Draco regained his smile as if he suddenly became aware that he was being out of character. But this time, the smile was a bit different. It reminded me of someone else. I need your help, Draco. If the two of us work together to investigate, we will soon find out the truth. Partner with me. I'm really flattered. But listen up, Lady Monique. What I'm going to tell you next is very important for our investigation. Starting from the lobby, Myers Corporation is divided into two sections, left and right. Each section contains different departments and rooms. On the left is Mr. Blake's investment department, and Mr. Edgeworth's legal department is on the right side of Myers Corporation. As to where you want to start, is entirely up to you. No matter which route you choose, they will eventually lead to the basement. In other words, where the secret chamber of G4 cyborg incident is located. That is to say, if I wanted to know about Victor's past, I should choose to go left. But if I'm curious about Vincent, I should choose to go right. That's an interesting explanation. You're not wrong saying that. So, Lady Monique, have you made up your mind? Starting from Myers Lobby, the game will have two different branches. Depending on the route, the game will unfold differently. In order to keep plot smooth, left will be unlocked after the right one is finished. Okay. Well, it's not really giving me a choice since I'm technically going to do both anyways, I think. Or it wants me to do the right, complete it, and then go back into the game and then choose the left. Or it's going to say do the right, finish it, then go ahead and go to the left. I'm not really sure. However, this game has been going for a lot longer than what I originally thought it was going to be. Right now, I'm sitting at almost 2 hours. Also because I was taking a long time figuring out some of the puzzles because I'm stupid. Yeah, it's a lot longer than the other one, and I'm kind of running out of time. I'm trying to hurry up, but I think there's going to be a lot more, so I didn't plan on making more than one part, but I'm going to end it right here because this is taking a while. It's very fun, though. It's very fun. I like it. There's a lot of, like, suspenseful kind of. The music is on point. The music is really good, and I like these characters. They're really cool. But for now, I am going to end it right here with this one because I am running out of time. But thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave any sort of comment if you so wish, and subscribe for more. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.